Hello everybody, this is Adrian with Ascension Soul Coaching. So today I'm not on camera, but I'm going to do a reading today. People have been asking me, where's Archie? This is June the 2nd, 2021, and I have been responding to you all that if somebody does not want you to see their child or their children, then guess what? We shouldn't want to see them. Because if they think that they don't trust us to be able to see their children, they don't trust the media, they don't trust the royal family to see their baby Archie, or to announce the birth of the new baby that they've got coming, then why should we be so concerned about it? One, they're not in the royal family anymore, they're not senior royals, and they're not living in Britain, and supposedly they're not getting any real money from the royal family to take care of them. So if that's the case, and she doesn't want us to see her child, then I say, hey, I don't want to see your child. I mean, it's not important to you, so why should it be important to me? So we're going to let that lie. But here's another question I got the other day. Well, it's in conjunction with that, like, where's Archie? And if the new baby being born outside of Britain, it's going to be an issue with them and their titles. Well, what I say is that Meghan is not stupid, nor is Harry in that regards of making that money. They want the titles. Meghan is really keen on getting that title for her children. So in order for her to be able to do that, I'm sure they know the rules, but the safest thing for her to do is to have the baby, whether the surrogate or her, in one of the Commonwealth nations. If she can't be in Britain, she needs to be in Canada or one of the other Commonwealth nations under the British rule or the British Commonwealth. So that way, no one can say her child should lose or not get the being a line of succession. That's the easiest way to do it. So my thing is, the reason why you all haven't heard from her is because she's laying low in one of those nations. So anyway, we're going to read the cards and we're going to see where she is. So I'm going to throw out 4 cards. I've never done this before, but we're going to try it. I am using the vice versa tarot for that. Now, the 4 cards is going to represent a nation I believe she's in, or at least a continent, or where she is and when she's going to have that baby, or say that baby was born. Okay, so let's just do that. We're going to start with that. So, first one's going to be in North America. Okay, first one's going to be America. Then we got Canada, Britain. Now, I know we know she ain't in Britain. Okay, so we're going to do America, Canada, the Caribbean, what's under the British rule, and some other British Commonwealth nation. That's easier. Okay, let's do that. So we're going to start out with America. Is she in America? Is Marco going to have the baby, or the surrogate have the baby in America? So show me the answer for that card. Okay, is that? Is she in Canada? Is she going to have that new baby, or have the surrogate have the new baby in Canada? Please show me that card. And so we're going to use this one. And is she in the Caribbean, one of the islands under the British rule? Control, whatever. Show me that card, please. Okay, that's that card. One more card, people. This is going to be another British Commonwealth nation. And that's that card. Okay, so we've got 4 cards: America, Canada, Caribbean, British Caribbean, and then we have another outside British Commonwealth. There's so many nations. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you, all these cards came up reversed, but this card. So this is America. No, it's a patriarch. It's a patriarch. I'm sorry, y'all. It's a patriarch in reverse. She's not in her homeland. And then we've got Canada. This is the only card that came right side up. So my assumption is that she's crossed over the border into Canada. There's people she know. She can cross over. You know, a lot of the restrictions have been lifted. So if she wanted to escape over to Canada quietly for a month, she could. Just to visit friends, or within 3 weeks, let's say, of her birth, 2 weeks of her birth, just to make sure that she, one, her records are hidden. LA won't have the records of the baby's birth. She'll have it in Canada. Canada's under British rule. The baby will still be in line of succession because it's under British rule. So this is the Knight of Rods. Right in the middle of the night, y'all. Right in the middle of the night to escape, to go to Canada. Okay, and then we have so this was Britain, excuse me, this is the Caribbean. This is reversed. This is the Five of Swords reversed. And then this is the Seven of Cups for the other British Commonwealth, another nation in the Commonwealth of Britain. Seven of Cups reversed. So based on this and everything coming out negative, this was negative, I'm sorry, reverse, the only one is Canada. More than likely, she went to Canada to have, or is in Canada quietly having the baby so she can continue. No one will have the right to take away the child's right to in the line of succession, because you know she all about that life, right? She all about having those babies, having those titles. She's not going to jeopardize it by staying in America. That baby's going to be born in a British nation. And Canada is the best one. She knows people there. She's lived there before. All you got to do is get an Airbnb. Go to the nearest hospital. And it will be recorded that she had, or the surrogate had, the baby there. Okay, so that's that question. So she is not going to give up that title. So let's look at something else about Meghan and Harry. Let's throw out a card about all these. I'm going to be using the Wisdom Oracle, and I want to throw out a card about Harry's and Meghan's, how Meghan is feeling about those interviews that Harry's just done, and how Harry feels about them. How did you think he's done with those interviews with Oprah on the Me You Cannot See? So let's just throw out a card for each of them. How do they think it went down? So did they think it was a good thing, or are they regretting it? Are they ready to do some more? What are they feeling about those, the Me You Can't See interviews with Harry and Oprah? This is, the first card is going to be Meghan. Okay. So, Meghan. And I'm going to read the book because these cards all have a different write-up. This is going to be Harry. How does he feel? Whoop. And here's Harry. And if you notice, they're both reversed. I do not read these cards reversed. Meghan says mending. And Harry says clean it up. Okay, so we're going to read the cards and what they mean. So, card 52 for Meghan. This is about the Me You Cannot See documentary. And it says mending, essentially means forgiveness, making amends, healing after arguments. So she feels like this card is saying it should help them mend their relationship with the royal family. Each time we are hurt and allow the hurt to pass through us without understanding and integration, we accumulate an unwanted burden. This keeps us chained to the very things we need to heal. The pain, the memories, the echoes. Hold on. Of resentments and the arguments that we rehearse over and over. Now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds, and letting go of the old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now is the time to forgive, to release, to make peace, and to make amends to others. Set yourself free. So Meghan feels that after this interview, they've said what they wanted to say. They've hurt the people they wanted to hurt, threw the royal family under the bus. So now that we've said and had our piece of what we wanted to say, and we've ruined your relation, your standing in eyes of certain people, now let's amend each other. Let's mend this relationship. This girl is, she doesn't understand. You can't hurt people like that. Throw them under the bus and think they're gonna then, okay, let's just heal the men. Like, doing that made it worse, not better. But she feels it made it better. She feels like, now I've said everything I've had to say. I felt hurt. I was vindictive and resentful. And now that I've gotten off my chest, now we can mend things. That everything's out in the open. This is how she feels with the royal family. Because they ain't really talk about her family. They only talked about Harry's family. Now, Harry's is cleaning up. His card is number 21. So let's read what that says. Okay. 21. Let me read it. It says, the essential meeting is getting to the core of a situation, freedom from a burden, cleaning house, sweeping away what is no longer needed. The Oracle's message: ever feel so bogged down with emotional gunk that you can't think straight? Could you be surrounded by physical clutter in your home? Also, too much work, overwhelmed, time to clean house. Every item out of place natters away at you. Every unresolved resentment, every comparison to others that leads to a sense of lack takes up energetic space. Every unpaid bill just adds to an unnecessary feeling of being overwhelmed. Now is the time to free yourself by energetically cleaning house. Just do it. Make room for the miracles that are lining up for you. So, again, Harry feels that, again, to clean out his emotional baggage, clean out what's in his mind, to let it go, to take it from his heart, his head, to his mouth, so he can utter the things that he's been feeling, so his family can hear it, and he's letting it go. He sees it as, I'm ready to let go. I'm ready to let go of the royal family. I'm ready to let go of all the things I don't want in my life, and I'm going to move forward and do the things I want to do. And the EMDR therapy is kind of like an emotional release, right? So he's emotionally releasing everything, so he says. She's ready to make up. He feels like he doesn't need to make up. I have said what I need to say. I released it, and now I'm ready to clear the air and move forward in my life that I want to lead. I want to toot my own horn. I know this is a broom. I want to lead my life the way I want to, with dignity and grace and confidence, and without anything bogging me down. Freedom. So, and that, to me, I feel like he's saying the royal family, I don't want any of those restrictions, those rules of someone else putting in place upon me. I've stated it. I've told you how I feel. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing, and now I can move on. She's like, oh no, we did it so that we can mend fences, so we can keep our titles, and we can keep the money and stay with the royal family and become family again. This is the way she's thinking. So they're on two different ways. They both agreed to these interviews. She can't say it's just Harry. She agreed to do it. They just had different perspectives of what was going to happen afterwards. Right? She wants to get back. She wants to get back with him. He wants to just continue on his own path. Is that going to cause some confusion? Yes, because if he doesn't want to have the titles anymore, or deal with the royal family on a level of business. Now, he could probably want to deal with his family emotionally, like, that's my father, my brother, my grandmother. But I don't want the titles. I don't need the titles. I don't want that type of responsibility ever again, where somebody's leading my life. But she's feeling, I want the titles. This gives us a chance to move back and be back part of the family. She's looking at it from more of a title and role and responsibility part. Well, she doesn't really want responsibility. I wouldn't say that. She wants the perks that come with the titles and the closeness to the royal family. That will be an issue later on. So let's read on that. Let's throw one card out. They both feel it's on the same path, but it's different perspectives. And so if expectations are different, it could lead to confusion. So let's see what the cards say about them being on these two different paths. There's slightly different paths. Is that going to cause confusion in the relationship and issues with the relationship? Card already fell out. I'm going to flip it over. It's reversed. I don't reverse these. It is there. It's called Here and Now. Card number 32. Ooh. Past and future. And the door's open. So let's just see what card 32 says. And I'm going to deal with the part of relationships. So 32. 32. Here and now. Essential meanings is being fully present in the moment, living one day at a time. So as far as relationships, I'm going to read that part because it's broken down into like the oracle message, the prosperity, protection, and relationship messages. Let's read the relationship message. It says, due to these two slight perspectives of what they want to accomplish, it's easy to yearn for a love affair or friendship you may not have right now. One that is more romantic, more fun, more reliable, more passionate. The good old days are gone and a new day has dawned. Let your heart trust that you have everything you need right now, whether you have the relationship you desire or not. Tomorrow is beyond your reach. Yesterday cannot return. The now is all that is available to you. Stay present and aware that in this moment, as you cherish and approve of your beautiful self, you are a magnet for love. Spirit is madly in love with you right now. Did you know that? Turn to Spirit to feel the joy of love in the here and now. Okay, so what the heck does that mean? Well, let's read the oracle message and see how it relates. Everything happens in the now, in the present. Only this moment counts. You have what it takes to handle anything today if you let go of the need to look into the future or reflect on the past. Be present and notice what is going on right now. This very moment has your potential for you to create miracles in your life. So technically it's saying they're not on the same path, but to get on the same path, she can't be thinking about the future, getting back within the royal family, getting the titles. Maybe the best path is just to move forward and go where you are, know where you came from, and then move on to the next spot, your next on your path, on your next event, the next moments, the next things that's happening in your life. And it's saying that right now they may not be on the same path. And that may be an issue, but they need to concentrate on right now what they've just done. If they both feel like there's been some emotional healing internally into their relationship, then they need to stick with that and work with that instead of thinking about getting back to the royal family in the next big event. We're going to worry about us right now because one, they have a baby coming, they have a lot of responsibilities in front of them, they have financial responsibilities in front of them, and then the public has turned against them. So right now they need to heal internally, continue to heal internally, heal this relationship, deal with the new baby coming because that's going to be stressful, deal with new contracts coming in because that's, if they get them and they're losing certain things, that's going to be stressful. So deal with the here and now. Don't worry about the past. Don't worry about the future. Deal with the here and now. This is the message right now. Deal with what you got right now because there's some issues you still need to work on. That is my opinion about what this card is saying. But if they want the love and the affection and the passion back in their relationship, because I think this is saying they don't have it. This is like an egg. Like you have, this is fertility of a baby. This is fertility of something that can be, that can hatch and become what you want it to become. Right? Doors are open. But stay here right now. Don't be worrying about the past. Don't be worrying about the future. You've already dealt with all that. Let's just deal with what we got right here and now because it's important. What's happening now is going to be very important about what's going to happen in the future. But you got to take care of the present thing right in front of you right now. And if they don't deal with that, whatever's happening in their relationship right now, whatever confusion and issues are happening, because people can outgrow each other too. That's the other thing. Like we may have started on the same path and now we are coming to this point where we could go either way or we could split. If they don't concentrate on their relationship right now, what in the next year, what could happen? What could happen in the next year if they don't concentrate on their lives and their relationship with each other right now? What could happen? And so we're going to pull one card. Just one. Oop, fell out. This card came out earlier. It was reversed for the where they were. It's the Seven of Cups, which is indecision, right? Fantasy, but it's reversed. We don't read these upside downs, technically reading upside down, because they are vice versa cards. So this card came up in the other reading of where they were. So this side is the angel showing upon them, shining them away, to make the decision, the best decisions, right? And they're being guided. This one is there's some angel in the middle. So they're in a swamp, looks like, right up to their midsection. They have a lot of choices in front of them. But in regards to relationship, it's saying you're not in a safe place right now if you go too emotional and you start fighting with each other, blaming each other for things that does not go. So you have expectations. So you blame him for him not meeting your expectations. He blames you for you not helping him meet his expectations, where he wants to just move forward and not deal with the royal family. You want to move forward and you want to be a part of the royal family. And so don't blame each other. Just deal with each other right now. Do not get too emotional. Do not start blaming each other. If you can see in the background, there is a castle, towers back here. If you can see that. So he's ready to move forward and make his decisions moving forward. But it could easily, with all the stress that's going on right now, they could easily start turning against each other, fighting with each other. So it says, don't let that happen. Try not to make this too emotional or go at each other. Just live in the moment, deal with what you have, and try to find a passion again in your relationship, or you're going to lose it. This is a cups. So anyway, that's my reading. She's having that baby in Canada. And, Meghan's all about the money and about the power. So she wants to stay connected to the royal family. And he's ready to move on. He's been part of there. He's been there, done that, ready to move on. For right now, that's how he feels anyway. Who knows how he'll feel next year when he's not getting everything he wants the way he wants it. Things get tougher. But we're not reading for that. We're reading for right now. The babies come. Oh, one other thing is the baby here. I'm going to just throw one quick card and see if the baby is already here. I'm going to throw one card and see if the baby's already been born to Meghan and Harry, whether it's theirs physically or it's a surrogate, doesn't matter. Is the baby or babies born already? And I'm going to throw out one card. If it's up, it's yes. If it's down, it's no. Has the baby been born? Because everybody wants to know. Is the baby born? Is the baby born? And I suggest you all not go run out to go see the picture if it is born, because that's how she's going to make her money. She's making a contract out of it. This card keeps coming up. The baby's already born. The cards come up again. Again. The baby's born. The child is here. They're just waiting to make an announcement. Okay, that is my reading for today. I will talk to you later. If you want to read it with me, Ascension Soul Coaching at gmail.com. Thank you all for tuning in today, and we'll talk again. All right, bye-bye.